What's up everybody and welcome to episode 83. Let's start today with the Fox and Wolf armor. Now it's been recommended to use the CBBE body replacer for this mod, but others are possible to work, and it can be crafted at any forge. Now let's take a look at this in cinematic fashion as always, and we'll start with the Fox armor and move on to the Wolf armor. Let's get started. Coming up next is Dragon Souls 2 perks. Now I'm showing two separate mods here that do the same thing. One from the workshop and one from the Nexus. This one is from the Nexus where I am now, and you have to come to these Guardian Stones. I'm sure most of you will know where they are. And you basically come up to this new stone, the Dragon Stone, and activate it. You can see you may purchase a perk point for 10 Dragon Souls. And there you go. 1 point. Now before purchase I'll show you guys that this is a new character, a new mod account. Mod of the day, female. Level 1, no perk points as you can see. I'll go over. I've got 30 Dragon Souls, which I did through the console. I've just bought 3, spent all 30 Dragon Souls. Let's go back into the character sheet. 3 perk points. And we can spend them. There we go. And I totally love this mod because you get all these Dragon Souls from all these dragons and they're just sitting there, nothing to do with them. And now we get something to do with them. I mean, this one from Nexus is, or has been out for a while, but the Steam version is new today or yesterday or something. But I will say now, both of these obviously do require SKSE. You will need it because that's what it runs through. Now let's look at the Steam version. Now before I show you the Steam version, which is of course from a different author, I will mention the Nexus version. You can actually change the value. So for example, instead of using 10 souls to 1 perk point, you could change that to 5 or 2, 1 or even 20 souls to 1 perk point. It's entirely up to you. Personally I like more souls to a perk point because it seems like you've got to do more work. So go out there, kill 10 dragons and you finally get 1 perk point. 1 perk point per soul is kind of too easy in my opinion. You can always kill a dragon and get a perk point. Now the Steam version actually does that. I'm not sure if you can adjust it either. This is soul focus and you will find it on the top of the Throat of the World right here. Again, I'm sure you guys will know where this is. And I'm sure my character is getting kind of cold in that skimpy bikini. Or thong, I should say. Anyway, come to this soul focus, and you can choose the soul focus pulses with power. Would you like to consume 1 to increase your power? So this works as 1 soul to 1 perk, which it's still useful. Some people might like it that way. I personally prefer it if it could be adjusted. I'm not sure if it can be, so you can use more, for example. Now let's, because like I said, 1 soul to a perk point is too easy. Personally, I'm going to be keeping the Nexus one installed because I find that useful, and I will be hunting dragons. It gives me a reason to hunt down dragons now. Now, I'll just interrupt. I've just noticed something about this soul focus. The more times you use it, the more souls it requires. It now requires 2 souls per perk. And let's keep trying this to see how many this will increase to, if it'll go up again. I'm pretty sure it will. I think it's like every 10, or is it every 5? It must be every 10. The soul, yes. Now you need 3 dragon souls to activate, so this will increase. Now personally, I find it still too easy. I mean, 1 soul per perk point is too easy. I think the modder should actually make it increment per soul, not per so many souls. So for example, he could, or she could, 1 soul per 1 perk, 2 souls per 1 perk, 3 souls per 1 perk, but I mean every single time you use it until you cap out at 10 souls per 1 perk, which seems better. I mean, I think that would make this perfect, because then it's actually more challenging as you go on. Anyway, let's move on. In fact, what am I saying? First you want to see how many perk points I've got. So let's have a look. From using that one, I've got 19 perk points. So quite a lot of perk points. That's from 30 souls. From 30 souls, I've gained 19 from this. Like I said, way too easy. I hope the modder actually takes some feedback and makes it a bit harder. Last up today is Make Inferno.
Careful.
Careful. This mod allows you to actually set fire to the environment, which I think is really cool. For example, before you could not set fire to the environment. The fire did not affect the environment at all. And NPCs like guards do say to you, be careful, you'll set fire to something. And you actually can. You can set fire to NPCs and nothing else. But now with this mod, you actually can. For example, let's come up here. Nice lovely chairs, and let's set one on fire. Now you'll notice it's burning, which is awesome. Even houses work, I believe. Yep, the house is on fire. And this adds more realism to the game, in my opinion. I'm not sure how long these actually burn for. We can always test it real quick by waiting an hour in game and see if it actually disappears. Yeah, it does. So it'll last approximately about an hour or less. So it's not too bad. Let's set a tree on fire. Now apparently this also causes a large amount of damage to people or enemies or anyone, as a matter of fact, walking in the vicinity of the flames where it's burning from. Now we've got quite a few Heimskers here, there's about 70 plus. What's this guard doing? I'm getting raped, help me! Anyway, there's about 70 plus Heimskers here, I think there's about 71. And they seem to be all gathering around their little preaching point to preach. And this is where I'm going to test it. I'll test it all right about here and see what damage this actually does. It's supposed to be great damage. Bit of lag, of course, as expected. Remember, this is a level 1 character. All I've done is adjust the magicka, so I've got loads of magicka. It's doing quite a bit of damage. Yeah, that's taking out a lot of Heimskers. And Heimskers are quite aggressive lately, don't you think? This guy's actually thinking now, I've got to start standing up to this guy. He kills me every single episode. He commits mass genocide of the Heimskers. And we never stand up for ourselves, so let's do it for once. We've got a Heimsker massacre. We got a Heimsker massacre. There's bodies all over the place. I totally look, the ground's on fire and everything. It's totally awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. And apparently even dragons can set fire to the environment now. And we might as well test that real quick. So let's go ahead and try that. Now then, I've spawned on 10 dragons and they're going to attack Whiterun. More specifically, most probably me, as you can see. Now, ooh, look, the floor's on fire. They're setting everything on fire. Look at that. The environment is burning, and that is from dragons, which is, again, more realistic. Let's set a few Heimska bodies on fire. Let's stand here. Stand here and see what happens to Heimskas. As I receive the brunt of all these dragons. Yeah, we've got the burning pile of Heimskas. So crazy. Oh my god, these dragons are destroying Whiterun. There's fire everywhere. Oh, everything's burning. Everything's burning, everything's on fire. But to be honest, my only gripe with it is the fire. The actual emittance of fire is too small. I mean, like little balls of fire. I wish the floor would totally set on fire like a big, like when the dragons attack me, I wish there'd be a massive, like, trough of fire. I imagine that is possible, so hopefully the author will try and do that, because that'd be crazy, rather than like a little patch of it. Anyway guys, that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed it as always. I'm actually getting hungry. I need to start cooking some chicken fried rice. I eat my food and watch my Dexter. Swim deep. Swim deep. Anyway, please like, comment, subscribe. Check the box below for download links. And check back every day for more videos. And try and spread the word any way you can. Oh, we've got rampaging cows now. Even the cows are not having any of this shit. So yeah guys, thanks for watching.